energy is the Nine of Discs. And the key word for this card is culmination. So for some of you, you feel a sense of fruitfulness. Maybe it ties to a fortunate property or real estate matters. Maybe it's an inheritance, some form of unearned income like a dividend or a royalty. This is about mastery of resources. Yesterday's card, you were looking for that correct balance. You had a sense of purpose. And this is about mastering something. And largely also mastering self-control, self-discipline, being self-sufficient, self-reliant. And so in some cases that extends to self-employment. There's a desire for the attainment of something, for gain, for money, for success. You want financial security. Now that may come through the form of aid, or you want that personal independence, because this is a day where maybe you're struggling between the idea of being given something, being taken care of, or taking care of yourself and your own needs, your own desires. What is the price of having to rely on someone else? So for some of you, you may decide that the pleasure of your own company trumps everything else. And perhaps you're in a position to do as you please. You can take care of yourself. You have what you need. Maybe you're retired, or you have plenty of time on your hands to pursue your own interests. So today, maybe you're doing something that is pleasurable to you, pursuing an interest, a hobby, gardening. Maybe you're caring for the environment in some way. This card says there's a love of the outdoors. So there's a focus on the personal, your personal achievement. That's the best way that you can attain peace of mind, is to rely on yourself. Because if you're expecting too much out of others, a situation or people, you may find that, whatever fantasy you had is going to be punctured very soon. You stand to gain by doing what you need to do. It's your past perseverance, your past efforts, your faith and belief in self, confidence that you're on the right path, that you're doing you, that brings that benefit to you. Now, some of you, maybe, you have a secret admirer. This is a card that very often indicates the notice of someone who is a total package. The looks, the grace, the culture, the intelligence, the skill, they've got it all. And someone may be taking notice of that, or you may be taking notice of someone. And consequently, you may feel like you're connecting to someone who is a little bit out of your reach. You're not able to access them, or maybe you feel like they're out of your league, or they're a little bit above you, or their status is higher than yours in some way. Some of you are getting attention because of who you are. You're receiving a nomination, an award, a reward. Maybe there's a party in your honor, or you're getting that promotion. Or maybe you're just getting a sincere show of appreciation through thanks and recognition. This is a day where you have fortunate connections through family or through business, and maybe you're about to purchase a piece of property or inherit it. Now, some of you, though, this is Venus in Virgo, and Virgo is a sign that's very analytical. Maybe you have a lot of time to think. You're focused on the details of your life, or improving your life in some way, being healthy all the way around. But it's also a card of perfectionism and standards and criticism, and that may play a role in your relation to others. Maybe you have high standards, which is great, but maybe they're unattainable, or maybe you're looking for perfectionism in others or yourself, and maybe that's what keeps you distant. Maybe in your mind you're single by choice, but the reality is that your standards are so high that you've created an environment where it's difficult to relate to others or others to relate to you. Now, this card is a multi-layered card and with a lot of different meanings. And for some of you, this card indicates dishonest people, or people who have a guilty conscience, or people who are poor managers of some sort. And so today is a day where you're looking at your security. Maybe it's built on a sandy foundation. Maybe there's financial instability because of theft, or the consequence of poor choices, or you've lost your independence. Maybe you're reliant upon someone, or maybe you're dealing with property issues and there's some unexpected repairs or some financial setbacks, problems with property or real estate. Maybe your pets or animals are having an issue. So again, you're looking at some kind of gain that may come through deceit or a swindle. Maybe you're dealing with success and the burdens of wealth. There are a lot of challenges and responsibilities that come with managing money, resources, assets, property. And you may be feeling that burden. In the negative, this is a day where you're going to hear some gossip. And maybe, what you hear is surprising. You're shocked by it. And it's the kind of gossip, well, there's not any good gossip, but whatever this is, this tidbit of information, it's unkind and it may be unfair to you. But while your inclination may be to strike back, to say something, to defend yourself, retaliate, let it go. Don't participate in the rumor mill, or don't share secrets or confidences that were meant to be, kept away, or that means that you couldn't be trusted, because something you say may very well come back to bite you later. Now, today is a warning for some that you really need to look at what is your distraction. What's your entertainment? Who's entertaining you? Because what you choose as a form of escapism or to feel good or for whatever reason might be a source of trouble, danger, or heartache. And probably whatever you've gotten out of it or getting out of it is not really worth it. Especially if what motivated you was some kind of emotional disappointment or loss. So today, for some, you're looking at where things are not on solid footing. There's a false sense of security. Maybe you thought you were stable. You thought something was for sure or guaranteed. And now things are looking a little bit shaky. So you need to guard against any financial loss or material damage or anything that might threaten your reputation. And again, it's about that expectation level. Looking for too much to come through or looking for people to show up, but expecting too much of them. Because the stronger your determination is to just get on with the business of life, the sooner and easier you can release any uncertainty, procrastination, or fears you have of rejection.